This is Navjot Singh from GNI NASA Space App Challenge, and today our guest is KIRAN from SUMVN and MANISH from OUTSHADE. And my first question to KIRAN sir is, what is the mission and vision of NASA Space App Challenge?
The main vision and mission of NASA Space App Challenge is to bring students to the space community. The NASA Space App Challenge was initiated in the year 2012, where they want students to come up with their own ideas and solve the space issues that's happening. And in 2016 we started organizing the NASA Space App Challenge. In 2018 we made it pan-India level. The main concept of NASA Space Apps India is to connect students to this hackathon where tier 2 and tier 3 college doesn't have the access to this hackathon and space community. So that's how the vision and mission of NASA Space App started. To build the space community in India.
Okay, one more question to you is, sir, who got the idea of NASA Space App Challenge to India?
To be very frank, the NASA people got this idea of creating NASA Space App Challenge, but to conduct in a pan-India level. But when we were in 2016, we conducted in Telangana, right? Then in 2018, we thought why not we do it in pan-India level? And last year it was a huge successful, where 50,000 students have been participating, and 2 people got selected for NASA too. And this year we're doing in 23 colleges. So yeah, that's how.
Okay, so my next question to Manish sir is, should this generation go for entrepreneurship or jobs?
Well, that's actually a choice for person to person, right? I mean, at the end of the day, if you are interested to do something in terms of building a product or a service or a business for yourself, you will go in that direction of entrepreneurship. And in this current world, it's too much. I mean, I feel that the entrepreneurship ecosystem or the word entrepreneurships and startups are so overrated that you are having the societal pressure that you have to start a startup to be the cool guy. But it's necessarily not that. I mean, you can still be the good guy by working in a startup. It doesn't necessarily have to own a startup or do entrepreneurship to actually do something good for yourself, right? Okay. So that's that.
So next question to KIRAN sir is that what are the drawbacks, why there is nobody from Asia still representing in International NASA Space App Challenge?
The core thing is we are not that updated to the technologies. Whenever we say NASA Space Apps, we just think in the perspective of a technology. When you go to any college or when you conduct a hackathon, we see people just working on technology sides. But we are also looking for non-technical people who can work on photography, videography, who can work on fabrics, who can work on space, who can work on earth, on different platforms. So that's where we are lacking actually. Though we are the number 1 producers of engineers in India, but still we are unable to crack it.
Okay. Another question to you, sir, is what are the challenges that are faced when you started SUMVN?
Parents. That's the primary challenge everyone faces. Every parent requires a comfortable job. They want a son or daughter to be leading a comfortable life. And when you are, when you're deviating from your track and when you're choosing any field which the society doesn't accept. So the primary issues is from parents. Then there are a lot of other issues like struggling issues of financials and everything. But convincing parent was the most toughest job for me.
So what kind of advice do you both give to the people, those who are watching this interview, or the people, those who have attended at GNI over today in NASA Space App Challenge? So how they should make decisions accordingly? I
simply say one thing, follow your dreams.
Okay.
I say, it's a universal quotation. Follow your dreams, have passion, follow your dreams, and don't think about what rest of the people think about you.
And your opinion, sir?
For me, I think, talking in perspective of the hackathon as a whole, I feel hackathons are a place where you get that creamy layers in colleges at one place. And for you to work on an idea, I think it's more important that you build relationships with people in that room, because everyone around you have taken that first step to come out and showcase that they're different in some or the other fashion. Now that if you start to build relationships around people around you, there is some long-term connection or long-term benefit that I see, and that is something that I really feel that people who attend events like this should take away.
Okay, sir. Can you say something about your startup journey and how hackathons are much more important, need to be conducted in colleges or not?
See, hackathons, as I've continuing on the same answer that I've given previously, hackathons really play a major role in terms of understanding what kind of a student community you are a part of, because the college is that first community that you are a part of. And outside the college, there might be a numerous amount of communities in terms of tech communities or personality development and all that. But that's aside. Talking about college in general, that's the first community that you're a part of. And hackathons like these play a major role in getting all those people with similar mindsets and similar wavelengths to come into one room. And frankly, and I believe this very deeply, that if people with similar potentials and matching wavelengths are in a similar room, miracles can happen, and that's what will happen in hackathons.
So this play a major role in startups also, like entrepreneurship, like-minded people together will create something new.
Definitely. See, that's what I told, right? So if people in similar wavelengths are in some room, miracles will happen. In the same fashion, you have people with complementary skills coming together on the name of a hackathon or on the name of some competition. You bring people in one room, and now that you start talking to people around you, start building that relationships, you understand that, listen, I'm good in development, you're good in people skills. Okay, let's see how we can complement each other. And that's how primarily a lot of student-based startups are formed, based on people finding the right co-founders. That's the basic spark that you need.
Okay, thank you, sir, for joining us today on this event. And
before closing, I have a doubt. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What made you to join NASA Space Up Challenge in Guru Nanak?
Actually, the challenge when the challenges were given, actually first by the name of NASA I have joined it first, but when the challenges were online, and there was a challenge in which I was which I have taken called as the documentary, because as I am from YouTube community, so I know how to shoot videos and all such kind of stuff. And I on online, when I have researched past years NASA Space App challenges, people were very less in number those who have taken part in it. So I have selected this topic so that people from this community, YouTube community and other social media community, they can come up for this platform and they can also join in recording the videos of the entire event.
Okay.
And they can also make some kind of money out of it in future, like an entrepreneur. So this was a major point which motivated me to take this challenge as a challenge.
And what's your expectations from NASA Space Up Challenge in Guru Nanak?
My expectations are students will get a nice platform to share their ideas and their views, because what I feel is till BTech students are way more introvert, they don't discuss way much, but when they come to on a stage, they're having a huge audience, their stage fear will be going off. If they're joining a company in future, they will not have that fear to present in front of many people. So this kind of hackathons will help them to overcome that fear and that public exposure which we say they'll be having for the future, they will be experiencing it before when they join the corporate also.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for joining us.
Thank you.